What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Unreal Hour. My name is Aaron. I'm the owner and development lead here at Blind Eye Studios. And today we are continuing our work on what ravens like. So, real quick, before we jump into this video, I wanted to give you guys a quick overview of what I've done since the last video. Now, I didn't, if you remember in the last video, we said we were going to work on fixing our raven so that he's a character instead of a pawn. I didn't touch that because I told you guys we were going to work on it in the next video, this video. So didn't touch that. But what I did do in the meantime is I started blocking out a very rough level design and started implementing an interaction system, and I will show you guys how that works real quick. So we'll hit play. We've got our kid, our boy, and so if he comes over here, he sees a poor stuck raven, right? And if he gets close enough, we get that little pop up at the bottom. I'm gonna put a little keyboard key icon there and controller icon to let you know which button to hit, but you hit it and boom, we help the raven. So very simple yet very effective interaction system. Now what we want to accomplish tonight, I'm actually going to move our character way back here just to give us a lot of space to run around. All right. And then I'm going to drag our raven into the scene. All right. So here's our raven. Now, if you remember last time, we programmed it so that the raven would fly over to the boy and pretty much follow him wherever he goes. However, I say we like we are all programming together, right? We're all doing this together. But we quickly realized that because this raven was a pawn instead of a character, when we went to, where did I put it? Where's the animation? Oh, wait, I know what happened. It still lives over here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's move that right now while I'm thinking about it. Yep, we want this anim BP to go into ravens. Or raven, not ravens. And then we'll open it. And so the issue was, when I tried to get the movement speed from the character component, well, guess what? Pawns don't have character components. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to attempt to reparent this blueprint, and we're just going to see what happens. And if it breaks, hey, we'll fix it. No worries. All right, so we are going to reparent it to a character. And okay, so immediately we see, okay, hey, we've got a mesh anchor here, and then we've got our skeletal mesh, which currently is this bird. Character components or character objects come with their own skeletal mesh. So what I actually need to do is this is going to break some things. I'm going to delete the skeletal mesh. I'm going to delete the mesh anchor. And instead here, I'm going to make this now the mesh that we actually use. We have our blueprint, but I'm going to leave that for a second. I don't remember what that was called. Fly right? Fly stand? Yeah, okay. Cool, that'll work. So we'll keep that. Now, we see that our capsule component is way too big. Let's just bring it down. That'll work. What else do we need to do? There's something here. Oh no. Did our function just get blown away? Ooh, I think it did. I think our function totally got blown away. Well, that sucks. Yup. Because we had... No, it didn't. No, it didn't. It did not get blown away. Because we put that function in our controller class. Okay, that's what I was looking for, the do target actor thing. Okay, cool. So we're fine there. So, as a matter of fact, so let's just see, first of all, let's just see what this does if we hit play. Oh, so our Raven, he's trying. Bless his heart. He's trying. There's a few things that we can do. I forget. So I have never tried to make a flying character, but I swear there's like a can fly flag somewhere. Why don't I just search for it? That would be smarter. Fly. Can fly. There we go. Can fly. Boom. Okay, so that was under movement capabilities. So let's find movement capabilities. Where's that at? I feel like I'm going crazy. I didn't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Can fly. Can walk. Can swim. Can jump. Like I said, I've never done this, but I feel like there should be something that says, like, how high this guy's gonna fly. Anyway, let's see if that did anything. Nope, he still hits the ground. All right, maybe let's try this. This is gonna be a lot of guess and test here, unless I really get stuck and we consult ye old Google machine. Enable gravity. What happens if we turn that guy off? It still looks like gravity is affecting us. Maybe there's gravity on the yep. There's gravity on the capsule component. Let's try that. Nope. Why is he falling? Maybe there's something about gravity in here. Ooh, gravity scale. Let's put that to 0. Apply gravity while characters actively jumping, i.e. holding... No, okay. Hey, there we go. All right. Our Raven... So now we're back to the... pretty much the same behavior we had. However, one thing we're going to need is the movement speed, and I have a feeling that the way that we're doing it, it's not going to give us an accurate movement speed, but we can test that real quick. Get, what is it? Nope, get velocity, I think. Yep, get velocity, and then we'll just do length. Now, I have a hunch that this velocity variable may be driven by the input function rather than just the physical movement of the character. But we'll find out. We will print this Raven speed. Yeah. See, if you look up in the corner, top left corner, his movement speed is 0 the entire time. But that's okay. We can fix that. We'll leave that there for a moment. All right, so let's come back over here. So this is, yep, okay, we still need the Raven location. We'll leave that for now. We'll definitely fix that later, but for now we'll leave it. All right, so we're not gonna set the actor location anymore. So I'm gonna pull that up here. However, I would like to still set the actor rotation. I do want the Raven to face whoever he is flying towards. Excuse me. But what that means is that now we can use that rotation. Since we are rotating, we can use the rotation to push the Raven forward. Now what I mean is, let's do get Raven, sorry, 1 second. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we want to use add movement input. So Raven, add movement input. Now we want the scale value to be 1. And the world direction, we are going to get the forward vector of the mesh. And that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Now there's going to be a slight issue with this because we're passing in 1 forever. We'll fix that in a second. Let's just see if this works for now. Or loosely works anyway. All right. Oh, where are you going, buddy? Where are you going? Wait, what? He's going away from me. But he's looking at me. Wait, what? I'm gonna do something weird. And I admittedly don't know why this would... Whoa, what is happening? I don't know why this would work. But I'm going to multiply that vector by -1 and see what happens. What in the heck is going on? Wait, let's see. I wonder if there's that orient rotate. No. Is that what I want? Orient rotation to movement? Ooh, wait, you know what? I think no, I'm setting the entire actor's rotation. It's very interesting. Alright, so that wasn't the issue. I'm not gonna do this. Let me get actor forward vector. Maybe that's what that's probably why. At least I really hope it is. Hey, there we go. He's following us. Good job, little buddy. Come back this way. Wait, where's he going? There he is. Oh my gosh. Dude, you need to hurry up a little bit here. His I think that has something to do with the like flying deceleration. Maybe. Jumping, falling, gravity, networking, swimming, flying. Break. Okay, the deceleration when flying and not applying it. Okay. Out of curiosity, let's see what it is for walking. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, that makes a difference. 2048. Let's try that here. Where'd it go? Fall or flying. There we go. Okay, 2048. Oh wow. He stopped real fast. Oh, he's our raven is drifting. Dear Lord. Let me help you out, buddy. This is interesting. This is really weird. Okay. Use controllers if true, smoothly rotate the character toward the controller's desired rotation. Using rotation rate as the rate of change. If true, rotate the character toward the direction of acceleration using. Okay, maybe I need to be using this and doing this a little bit more intelligently. So I was hoping that, the raven would face the actor and just move in that direction. It doesn't seem to be as easy as that. Let's take a look at it. Oh boy. So he gets control rotation. And he gets the right vector from it. And then scales that. Wait, he does the same thing. Okay, because he's passing the X value here. Right. Alright, so maybe here we go again. We're just gonna steal all this code. Just right from it. Alright, let's put it here. We'll get this out of the way for now. The target is the controller, which target is pawn. Target is controller. So okay. Ooh. I'm actually gonna take the raven. Oh wait, what? Why does it say target is controller here? Well, the target is the pawn here. It wants a pawn object reference. So why here does it want a controller object reference? That makes no sense. I wonder if I can just take the Raven and do get control rotation. Okay, I don't know that that matters, but let's keep things consistent. So cool, there's that. And we'll do the same thing right here. Let's take the Z. Cool. Yep. Boom. Scooch this guy on over a little bit. Bring the Raven here. Now it's probably a good time to mention that 3D math is is not my strong suit at all. All right, so if I just input 1 for both of these. Oh, my bad. That should also be Raven. And that should be the Raven. I'm assuming that this Raven will take off to just like either the right or the left or something in one direction. Yeah. Okay. He's flying away, but he's still looking at me. So let's, now that I'm thinking about that, maybe I don't want to do this anymore. I probably don't want to set the actor rotation because I want him to orient rotation to movement. So now he should face whatever direction he's going. This poor bird doesn't know what the heck he's doing. Nope. Okay. Where's that inherit y'all thing? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was in this. Yeah, that. Okay. Use controller. Uncheck that. Nope. I liked it better the other way. All right, so let's plug that back in for now. Just so that we don't have a Raven that's flying in circles. So is he back to flying? I want, dear Lord. Okay. For the sake of not making this video, you guys watching me flounder around, I'm thinking about taking this problem offline, figuring it out, and then coming back with a solution and just sharing it. But in the meantime, we could start on a save system. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna bring my guy up here for a second. Back to the little clearing, because I'm going to use I'm going to use this interactable as a as an example of altering the save state. So I have not done anything with the save state yet. So let's go here. Let's call it, let's make a new folder called, we'll call it game state instead of save state. And the save the save will save the game state. So let's open up a notepad real quick. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a struct, and forgive me, I'm going to type as if I'm writing in JavaScript. So we'll have a struct, and it will be something like Raven state, and then that will be like our Raven state. We'll have character location. That'll be a vector. We'll have maybe completed objectives, for example, and that will be, I don't know what I want that to be yet. It might be a string array. I don't really like that, though. I wish I could make this an array of like static constants. That would be great. Well, for now, we'll keep it a string array. Yeah, let's start there. Let's start with that. Right. So this is a good game state for now. So in this game state, we are gonna have a structure, and it will be struct underscore game state. Okay, so we'll open that up. The first one that we said we would do is we're gonna save our Raven state. And what that will be is Raven state. Sorry, I had a small brain fart. All right, we'll add another variable to our structure. This one's going to be called character location. And this will be a vector. Then we're going to add one more variable. This will be completed objectives. And for now, it's going to be a string array. Okay, so we will save that. Now, what we can do is, so we've got a struct with our game state. We essentially want a save state object that's going to mirror that. So blueprint class, let's just call it a save game. Yes, it is. All right, so we'll do a save game. Save game, what ravens like. All right, save all, boom. And then in here, we are simply going to have a game state variable that is of type struct game state. Cool. So that's that. Now what we can do is got the game state. Cool. There's that. Okay. All right, I know what we're going to do. So let's say that this is one of the objectives that you need to complete. Wrong tab. Let's open that up. So basically, all right, so this is a little look into the objective system. So anything that extends the interactable base, excuse me, will end up implementing an event called interact. And so it calls the parent interact, and then it does whatever the interaction should do. In our case, it does a little kind of fake animation using a timeline to roll the log. So also what we can do from here is we can let's do this intelligently here. Let's make another blueprint class. It's going to be game instance. Yep. So game instance, what ravens like. All right. And so what we're going to do is, instead of having all kinds of actors potentially touching the save game object, what we're going to do is we're going to make them all go through the game instance, and the game instance will be the only guy allowed to touch the save state. But we need to apply the game instance real quick. So we'll go here. Where is it? Whatever. Game instance. Yep, there we go. GI, what ravens like. Cool. So that is there. Save. We can close that. And now, I thought I opened it. There we go. We'll make another variable. This will be, of course, the game state. And it's going to be a structure. Yep, cool. And so we're going to have a function called update game state. I paused because I'm trying to decide if I want one function where you can pass in any change, or if I'd rather, you know what, let's be more specific with this, so that we don't have this one kind of master function going on. So let's have one for update raven state, update character location, and let's do add completed objective. Okay, so in the update raven state, obviously we want to have an input that is new state. It's going to be of type raven state. Cool, new state. So then we're going to get this. We're going to break the struct. we're going to make struct make struct game state, and we're just passing everything over except the new state. So that's going to be that. And then we're going to set this. There we go. Cool. Because I'm pretty sure you can't just set. What is this? Yeah, no. All right. And then we're going to have another function called save game state, which this is going to call save game state. Woohoo. Okay. So now I'm going to copy this because we're going to do something similar in here. This is going to be a vector. So it's going to be new location. All right, pass in the thing. Cool. Set the game state. And then save game state. Sweet. All right, add completed objective. This is going to be a string. Completed objective string. Yep, paste that again. So that one's going over. We're gonna break this link. Then we'll do add that. I probably need to promote this to a variable real quick. Completed objectives. All right, so we set that. Then we can add to it. Boom, boom. And then we're gonna set completed objectives there. Okay, cool. Boom. And then we will do save game state. Right? So anytime one of these major elements gets updated, we're going to call save game state. And in here, oh dear Lord, I have forgotten how to do this. Does save game exist? Okay, yeah. I like to keep this extremely simple. Slot A. That's all we're gonna call it. And actually, let's make this better than that. Save game slot. It's gonna be a string. It's gonna be blueprint read only. It's private. Yeah. All right. And the game slot is A. So boom. Boom. All right. So we're going to check, does a save game exist? And off of there, we'll do a branch. So if the game does not exist, or if the save game does not exist, we're going to do create save game object. And it's going to be the save game for what Raven's like. And then you know what? Let's promote this to a variable. Save game. So we will, first we're going to check. We're going to do this. We're going to convert it to a validated get. So if we have not set the save game yet, we're going to check, does it exist? If it does not exist, we're going to create it and then set a reference to it. If it does exist, we're going to load game from slot. And again, we are loading that name. And we are setting the save game. Oh, why save game out? Oh yeah, that's right. We have to cast it. Cast to save game. What Raven's like? Sweet. And then we can set it. All right. So, now let's not lose track of what we're actually trying to do. We're trying to save the game in this function. We haven't done that yet. We've just created the save game object and made sure that it exists. So now, if it is valid, we've already set it. If it's not valid, we do all this stuff. So then we can just take the save game. We can set the game state. So we all the way over there. Cool. We'll make a little reroute node. Ooh, little reroute node. Boom. Boom. Okay. Sorry, I got a little OCD about how the routes were running. Okay. So that's fine. We've got our save stuff. We've got our save game. And then we're setting. Okay. So now whatever game state we have in our game instance, we just want to save it, right? So we're taking the game state or the save game and we're setting the game state in it. Then we're going to say save to slot. And the slot name is going to be our read-only constant. Because I don't plan on having multiple save slots here. It's just going to be the one save. What you got is what you got. Now, one thing that we need to do, save game. That function. Wait a minute. Can I not make this private? Oh, yeah, there we go. This is private. So what that does is that essentially prevents any other object or actor from calling this this function. This function can only be called within this game instance blueprint. So that looks good. Now, what we will do is, what are we doing? Okay, the log interactable, right? So once this log is finished rolling, we are going to get game instance. We are going to cast it to GI what Ravens like. Then from here, we are going to update the Raven state. Oh, that's right. We need to add a state. So blueprints, characters, Raven, Raven state. We're gonna add one, and we're gonna call it trapped. We'll move it here. All right, and compile, save. Compile, save. All right. So, all right, we're updating the Raven state to following, which, by the way, let's nope. Where is the controller? There we go. Raven state. We're going to set that to trapped, because that is his initial state in the game, like when the game boots for the first time. So yep, we can save that. We'll close that for now. We'll close this too. Log interactable, and just to show, I don't. Yeah, I probably will do this actually. So get player character. We're gonna do get actor location. And then we're going to call that game instance again. We're gonna call update character location. And then the last thing that we need to do is we're gonna take the game instance one more time. We're gonna do add completed objective. This one's gonna be rescue Raven. All right. You know what I'll probably do is I'll create like just some kind of blueprint library or something where we can just get these strings instead of it being, you know, kind of manually typed in everywhere, because that's kind of dangerous. It's sort of a no-no. For now, I'm leaving it, but just know that it will be changed. And also, while I'm thinking about this, I want to change one thing. I want to add a flag to all of these called should save. And the reason that I'm doing that is because in a situation like what we just did, where we're updating 3 states in a row, right? Or three pieces of the game state in a row, right? We're updating the Raven state, the character location, and we're adding a completed objective. there's no need. There's no need really to save on every single one of those, right? Like these are gonna get executed dang near, you know, instantaneously back to back. So you don't really need to save on all of them. The last one is this one. Should save. And so then the only one that we're going to check the should save on is this one. And so then we'll go back in here and just real quick, we'll go get should save branch. If it's true, save the state, save the game state. So there's this. So let's go down the row and fix it. All right, and then one more. There we go. All right, now, one other thing that we need is we need a game state manager. Game state. So let's make a blueprint class. I'm almost wondering if the game instance should just do this himself. That seems better than going with an actor. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so set up game state. All right, so this is, he's going to be given a game state, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Game state. Yep. And so then we'll do a, wait, can I not do a, you can't do a thing. Okay, let's do this. Forget that. Save game. Does save game exist? We'll do that. Branch. All right, so if the save game does not exist yet, right? So the idea is, okay, I'll let you in a little bit on what's going on in my head. The idea is that when the level opens up, it'll call this setup game state, right? And so it'll try to load the game state if it exists, and if it doesn't, it'll just set up a brand new state. So save game, does save game exist? If it doesn't, we're going to make game state. And the default is that he is trapped. The character location is just going to be get player character, get actor location. It's going to be the state, and then this is just going to be make array, and it's just going to be an empty array with nothing in it. So that's going to be our initial state. We'll say set, boom, boom. All right, and there won't be any other setup past that. So then if it does exist, we're gonna load game from slot. It's gonna be that slot. Then we're gonna cast to our save game type. We're gonna set the save game. And from the save game, we're going to get our state. And we're going to set the game state. And then we need to come and we need to break it open. And we need to essentially handle everything. So get player, or handle everything that needs to be handled anyway. Get player character. And we're going to do set actor location. Boom, boom. And of course, in the game, we're nowhere near there yet, but all of this will be hidden by a loading screen. So, yeah. Get actor by get actor of class, not by class. You know, let's handle this in order so it doesn't look funky. All right, get actor of class is gonna be Raven. There's ever only gonna be one. And so then we're gonna get the controller. We're going to, did we make a function for updating the, no, we didn't. Okay, that's fine. Cast to AI Raven, controller Raven. We're going to then set the Raven state. It's going to be from our struct. And then this is important to remember. We also need to get the blackboard and then set value as enum. The enum value is going to be the Raven state. The key name, we're going to make a literal. I think we just called it Raven state. Let's check. Blueprints, Raven, Blackboard. Yep, Raven state. So cool. We are good there. Yep. And then at the end, we'll just do this. All right. So one last thing. In the level blueprint, nope, I thought we froze for a second. On event begin play, we're going to get game instance cast to that. We're going to call setup game state. Okay. So the level loads We're going to set up the game state, and I'm going to actually, I'm going to breakpoint this because I want to make sure about the timing of some things. And oh, we are right at an hour. So whether this works or not, we're going to wrap right after this. So does the save game exist? The answer is no, it does not. And so we are creating a simple state where it gets our location and it sets it. All right, so we're back in the game now. I'm going to set one more breakpoint because I want to check out the save game state. So we're going to do that. So we'll go back here. Let's go in here. So once the log stops moving, that should trigger our okay, save game. So if save game is valid, it's not valid. All right, so does the save game exist? It does not. We are creating the save game. Then we're taking our game state, right, which has been updated, right? You can see now we're following. The character location is different as well. That's not great. I'll figure out something for that later. We don't really want to have an empty array slot there. But rescue Raven has been sent there. And then we are saving to the slot. Now, the test will be when I hit play again. It should take the character from, I know it's only a small jump, but he shouldn't be here. He should start over there somewhere. So let's see. Right, so we're in the save thing. Our save file does exist. We load it. We cast it. We set it. And then we're going to pull the save game state from it. And as we can see, the Raven state is following. The character location is here. We're getting the Raven. This might not work, actually, because... Did I delete the Raven? I deleted the Raven, didn't I? So it's going to... Okay, that's my fault. I think it's going to error right there. Yeah. Yep. That's an easy fix. Let me just, what the heck? Oh, it's the camera. I was like, what the crap is that? Let me just throw the Raven in here real quick just so that we don't hit that error. All right, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Get actor of class Raven. There we go. We got him. Cool, cool. We're setting the Raven state. We're setting the board value. Excellent, great. Setting the actor location. And boom, there we go. We have got it. So, sweet. So we're going to wrap up there for tonight. Thank you guys again for another fantastic episode. Appreciate you joining me, and we'll catch you next time. See ya.